Hello, everyone. Bruce Willis, the man who for decades embodied strength, wit, and unshakable charm on screen, now faces the most human battle of all, one that no action hero can fight his way out of. And in the quiet spaces between the headlines and the heartbreaking diagnosis, his family has found themselves living a story they never wanted to tell. For generations, Bruce wasn't just a movie star. He was a symbol of resilience, the everyman hero who made us believe that courage and humor could survive anything, from die-hard skyscraper infernos to the soft, soulful moments of The Sixth Sense. But in 2022, when the world learned that Bruce had been diagnosed with aphasia and later with frontotemporal dementia, the image of invincibility gave way to something more fragile, more sacred, the reality of a man beloved by millions now needing the quiet strength of the family that had always stood behind him. His wife, Emma, his ex-wife, Demi Moore, and his 5 daughters, Rumor, Scout, Tallulah, Mabel, and Evelyn, united in a rare, unconditional bond, putting aside everything that once separated them to surround him with love, laughter, and presence in the time that matters most. For Bruce, whose career spanned over 40 years, whose voice, swagger, and smirk became legend, the hardest part wasn't stepping away from Hollywood. It was stepping into a new chapter where words, memory, and recognition slowly fade, leaving behind moments that must be felt rather than spoken. His family describes days of joy and pain intertwined, mornings where his eyes light up with a spark of memory, and others where silence fills the space where once there was laughter. But even in this difficult journey, they've chosen grace over grief, celebrating each moment as a gift, taking family photos, cooking meals together, playing music, and sharing glimpses of Bruce's warmth with fans who have loved him for decades. The world has watched in awe as this blended family, Emma, Demi, and the daughters, became a single, unbreakable circle of care, living proof that love, when pure, doesn't vanish when the spotlight fades. Behind the scenes, there are nights of tears, of reflection, of whispered prayers, of flipping through old photo albums and remembering the man who once carried them all with laughter and light, the man who would sing harmonica in the kitchen or make corny jokes on set, the man who made the impossible look effortless. Now, the roles have reversed. The hero of 1,000 films is being carried by those who love him most, their mission not to save the day, but to preserve his dignity, his comfort, his spirit. Rumor, now a mother herself, has spoken about the bittersweet beauty of watching her father become a grandfather while knowing that time is slipping quietly away. Scout and Tallulah have shared how they've learned to love him in new ways, not through conversations, but through presence, through holding hands, through the kind of connection that exists beyond language. And Emma, his wife, has emerged as his steadfast guardian, balancing heartbreak with hope, reminding the world through her words that caregiving is an act of love, not loss. Demi, too, has remained a constant force, showing up not as an ex-wife, but as family, their shared history binding them in compassion. Together, they've built a world for Bruce where laughter still exists, where old songs still play, where his legacy isn't just in his films, but in the kindness he taught through how he lived. And for fans, this chapter is difficult, watching the invincible action hero grow vulnerable, watching the man who once saved the world now rely on it. Yet in that vulnerability lies a deeper kind of heroism, one rooted in love, surrender, and courage. Bruce's story now isn't about explosions or one-liners. It's about the quiet strength of facing what can't be fixed, about teaching the world that even when memory fades, love doesn't. As his family gathers around him, sometimes in tears, sometimes in laughter, they're writing the final act of his legacy. Not an ending, but an eternal reminder that life's greatest role isn't fame or success, but the way we love and are loved in return. So while the headlines may call it a goodbye, his family knows it's something else. A long, gentle holding on, a celebration of the man who gave them everything, and a promise that his light, his humor, and his heart will live on forever in them, in his films, and in the millions of souls he touched. Bruce Willis may have played the toughest heroes Hollywood ever imagined, but this quiet, human, deeply loving battle is the bravest one of all, and though the world may one day stop hearing his voice endlessly in every heart that ever believed that real strength isn't in surviving explosions, but in facing life's hardest moments with grace, love, and unbreakable faith. Walter Bruce Willis is a retired American actor. He achieved fame with a leading role on the comedy-drama series Moonlighting and has appeared in over 100 films, gaining recognition as an action hero for his portrayal of John McClane in the Die Hard franchise. Thanks for watching.